I'm not sure what initially drew me towards Apple. I was always really creative, and there's this idea that creative people always work on Macs. Just the whole idea of working on a Mac, working with Apple products, that always kind of got me. I thought the Macintosh Classic was the screen and like the floppy drive, and the Macintosh LC was this computer unit that would sit below it. Later, I found out that I actually bought 2 computers. I thought it was, it's kind of funny. But looking back again at what got me to collecting was I got the Macintosh Classic, I got that Macintosh LC. I did not know anything about it. I was just attracted by the Retr0Apple logo and just overall the look and feel of these old machines. I don't know, it just kind of went bigger and bigger and bigger, and the whole collection kind of grew within months. I had quite a big childhood bedroom, but all these big machines and these machines in boxes, it kind of took up a lot of space. So I decided to rent a storage unit nearby. Once I had that storage unit, you know, I kind of collected more and more, and I'll put it in there, and I had the space to collect more as well. So I think going and renting that storage unit was my first actual step into getting serious about the collection. And it didn't take long for me to expand that collection. I switched to a bigger storage unit, which held a lot more products, and it was also the first one where I had the place and the chance to display everything. You know, I was able to buy these racks and really showcase the collection, and for me it kind of felt like my own personal museum. Then after 1.5 years of having that storage unit, I moved across the country. So I left that storage unit and I all placed it inside of a room which was a lot smaller. It's so weird that everything started with just 2 machines on a shelf, and it all grew into this filled room with so many products and so many items in just 10 years time. Why do you collect? Why do you have all these old vintage machines inside of a storage unit somewhere? I worked at Apple. It holds all these amazing memories, and fixing them and bringing them together with their matching boxes and just having this whole working set, it's just something that brings me so much joy. Another question that is asked a lot of times is, do you have a favorite? It's not something that I can just say. There are so many amazing machines in my collection. We have the Apple Lisa, for example, which I got really, really late in my collection process. It took me 8.5 to 9 years to find the Lisa, and one of the machines that I would never just put away inside of a box. It's just something that I want to display, you know, and just show people. Just those really old machines, and actually the start of Apple is just something that really interests me. I think a lot of people expect me to collect everything Apple, and that kind of is true. Like, I collect iPhones, I collect laptops, I collect desktops, you know, there's not something I would decline Apple-wise. I think it's really important to set kind of a baseline, you know, like to have a balance inside of your collection, if that makes sense. I think I set my limit to the 2015 line. One of the things that is newer than 2015 is the iPhone X, and I put it inside of the collection because it really feels like the 20th anniversary Macintosh of the iPhones. So I think for me the line is set at 2015 collecting mine. Where do I find these items? I think it's mostly online. The Dutch marketplace, bought a lot of stuff there. A lot of stuff. But yeah, also through Vinted, through Facebook Marketplace, but also a lot through fans on my Instagram, people that found me on the internet, through interviews, through videos I posted. So it's through so many channels that I find these machines. When did iCollect first come to mind? I think I was looking for a way to showcase my collection. After almost 10 years of collecting, you can imagine that I collected so many items. So I kind of sat myself down and I was like, what do I want to do? What can I do? And I was like, maybe I should write a book about this. I worked really, really hard on like this concept of how I wanted the book to be. What I didn't want for the book was to have this perfect timeline from A to Z, where you have every product Apple ever made displayed, like polished, you know, no story behind it. I really wanted to have these items to have a personality, to have a feeling, to be yellowed and scratched and used. I wanted it to feel real. So that's why I came up with this like field guide idea, if that makes sense. So I used Polaroids with tape. I had this index card with staples and this handwritten font, you know. I think it really gives off this feeling like this could be a notebook that any collector has inside of their storage unit or Apple collection room, where he or she writes down stuff about their collection and where they put photos and little memories of things they did while collecting. That's how iCollect was born, because I collect, I'm a collector. It's just something that I'm really proud of, you know. Before I even thought about starting with iCollect, I opened this new spreadsheet document and I just went through the whole collection. I spent 2 weekends, so 4 days, going through every item that I have. And once I finished that, I think it really set things in perspective, like this is what you have and this is what you can use to create your book. What surprised me the most, I think, in the pre-sale period was so many nice comments, so many likes and so many messages and calls. And it's not only about the sales, you know, it's about people connecting with the book and connecting with iCollect and maybe even seeing their own stories behind the stories that I've written. And I'm just so excited for everyone to read the book once it's finally released.